Already, it's 6 p.m. Everybody, it's Saturday evening, I guess we could say. Today, and hopefully, Sideburns will be showing up a little bit later or soon. I've been trying to storyboard out this idea I had for an animation for a cartoon opening. I don't actually have a cartoon, but I'm learning animation on Procreate, and I had this idea of how I would do it. That's always the tough part, isn't it? How you would do it. And so how I would do it, all things considered, is that I would, I'm trying to get a color here. I'm going to do a storyboard. And my idea is kind of based on the, what's that light coming in here? The Powerpuff Girls opening. So the Powerpuff Girls starts out with a sugar, spice, and everything nice, and it shows the explosion. Then it shows if you ever watch the, rewatch the animation, the opening, you see it's done really simply. It's just like a 4-second cutscene, sugar, spice, So I want to do this Frankenstein one where it starts with a castle with a lightning strike and rain, some clouds moving around. There's going to be a music soundtrack, and then there's going to be like a folk. You're going to see a light turn on. We'll zoom in on the light, and then we'll have the rest of the thing there. But I just saw Sideburns has made it here, so hang on one second. And there we go. Ahem.
Hello. How's everyone going? Oh.
Fans. Your fans are always.
Don't worry about it.
They're always louder than my fans, actually. So that's fine. Anyways, let me change this up a little bit. There it is.
Change some angles a bit too.
There we go. Actually, if I do it this way, I might be able to get larger angles of room here. So, you're sculpting. Cool. Awesome. Yeah. Are you painting it right now at this point?
Yeah, I'm actually painting. I'm at the painting stage. I've done a bit for the skin. Yep, that looks all right, I think. Yeah.
Pretty cool.
I have my palette here. Oops. That's gloss. Oops. That's don't want to spill any of that. My iPad's right here. Go move that. Cool. All right, we got it. Now I'm gonna move. Can you see any of that? No. Okay, I'll focus.
I can see a bit of it.
I'm really up close to it, so yeah.
I've zoomed out a bit.
Oh yeah, this is where I've kind of worked on. I kind of worked on this for a couple days and left it to dry. Bits of it cracked. Probably the best out of the two, if I'm being honest, with the sculptures I made. I wonder if I should put it.
Very cool.
It. Yeah.
So my plan right here is I'm storyboarding out this animation that I want to do.
All right,
in fact, let me get my I should draw it on paper first so I can figure out what I'm doing. Okay. My tendency is to do everything kind of off the cuff.
Beanie, go away.
She's
All right.
crying. He's crying for you. Is it he or she?
She. Maybe I'll open up the curtain. I'll open up the curtain. Oh. Got this one too.
Rain, lightning, and I want to do a thing where when the lightning strikes, it does like a negative of the picture. So I've got to figure out how to do that. Like I want to do.
Sounds ambitious.
It might end up being, yeah. It's especially ambitious because this is not Procreate Dreams. This is just Procreate.
You got a preview of it.
Yeah.
Cool.
I wanted, like, as soon as it comes out, I'm going to be on, like, right on board.
Yeah. I'll make a video on it. Why not?
Yeah. A whole $20. That's I'll take it.
Yep. Me too. Yeah, they're pretty good company, otherwise. Yeah. And they're making, like, I think it's their own file, so it's gonna it's called a .dreams file that you can upload to the iCloud.
Yeah, I saw that video. It's there's the .dream format, but it also you can translate it into other formats. So obviously, we want to put it into something. And Filmora works with animated GIFs. Like you can take the animated GIF on there, and with my video software, you can loop it or do other things with it. And not that matters, because if Procreate Dreams does the soundtrack part, so I've actually, here's another thing I've done is I have been messing around with AI music. So you know that there's AI art, right? Very controversial. There's AI chat, or the chat bot, ChatGPT. There's like 90 sites for AI music, and it's actually pretty good. Like as far as like what I want to do, I just want a soundtrack to do my animation to. Like I want some eerie build up music, and then I've got sound effects. I'm gonna have thunder, and the lightning coming down.
Ultramarine, that might should be what I need.
And then I don't know. I mean, it seems like there's everything you could possibly hope for to make your own cartoons if you're willing to put the work in.
Yep. Sapphire. This is called Sapphire, but it might be a good color for right here. Yeah.
That blue?
That blue. Yeah. It's called Sapphire, but it's kind of.
It looks a bit denim-y. Is it like kind of a slate blue or?
Yeah, kind of denim.
I know.
What if I was this ultramarine?
Ultramarine's like a yeah. I like ultramarine too. It's colored. It's close to this purpley blue that I have in the background here.
Ultramarine Sapphire. Kind of want to make it. Oh, it's tricky now. I wonder if I could alter them, like mix a bit of something metallic, or.
So, do you have? There's metallic pigments that you can mix into your paint to make the metallic.
I'm just using this matte gouache right now. It's called Matte Flow Acrylic. I got 24. I got silver here. That's good. And burnished copper is another one. Series 2. So it's possible. I'll definitely probably use the gold. I'm gonna paint with a star on the top of the head.
Sounds good. Wait.
Why is it
doing that?
I've had fan out of Debbie. I'm not bragging or anything, but like some people made the mistake of giving her brown hair, and she actually has blue hair, I guess. But that's okay. That's an easy thing to pick. Fallow blue I've also got. I got that one.
Fallow is a nice deep dark blue.
That might work for her hair. Let's see. The denim could probably work with a bikini. I saw your little storyboard you're working on. It looks pretty cool.
Cool.
The
awesome.
How much do I want to add for that? Ooh.
I'm not sure how this is going to go. I want to do like a thing where it's oh, that's too big. I want to do like clouds. I've got some fucked up shit going on here. Come on now. This is the wrong. There it is. Okay. I want to do some clouds moving past the moon and some rain coming down, and then suddenly a lightning bolt hits.
Mm-hmm.
Everything goes negative when the lightning, like in the moment that the thunder hits. Like it's the famous like Batman animated series where it's I am vengeance, I am the night, crackle, and you see it. It just goes negative first. Actually, it lights him up, and then it goes dark again. So same deal here, except what will it look like negative? That's the other question. Okay. So this will look like this negative. If I take curves.
I should have smoothed this out a bit more, but it was kind of dexterously. I wasn't really doing well, like adding bits on. With this sculpture, I was trying to like carve it out of just a single block and adding like the limbs on one of them. Like if it was like a wood block, I would be just carving it out. Same thing in principle here, but like I would have a stronger base, and I don't think I had one in the other sculpture. Like it was too weak. It was a little. When you start adding more clay, it'll eventually begin to sag little bits. I found it easier. I kept going because when I made that baton, not this one, but like the not like this baton here, but I made a smaller one with the terracotta, and it had it was very. Oh, I made this little. I also made a little walkie-talkie for her terracotta.
Oh, pretty cool.
Yeah. I started small and I gained some ground, and that's what I continued.
You might want to do like for the technology stuff. Like you might want to do it out of Sculpey because then you could, because when you take the Sculpey and bake it, then you can actually carve it with like a, hobby knife or a X-Acto blade or one of these box cutter type deals, and it'll stay straight. Like it'll look like it was technology. Like the gun and the walkie-talkie. If she has a gun, I don't know. She didn't have a gun. She has a stun gun.
Sculptor, she says.
Yeah, like it's Sculpey or what's Sculpey. Another name for it? Yeah, it's a polymer clay that you bake.
Oh yeah.
And so it comes out plastic, but it's not practical for large statues like you've got.
Yeah.
But for like the belt, the walkie-talkie, maybe a buckle or part of the helmet or something like that, it works really good because once it bakes, it's still pliable a little bit, so it'll hold an edge when you carve it. So you can make it like the edges of the walkie-talkie, or the billy club, for example.
Yep. Tonfa.
The tonfa, yeah.
The club. I call it baton sometimes. Most times. Anyway, I call it baton. She has like a very. I always the hard part of her costume is like the walkie-talkie sometimes with the cord. In fact, there's no really cord here. It doesn't have to be for this case, but she has a long cord that I draw all the time. And it sometimes never looks tangled up, but it does. Like it has that loop of elasticity, and I try to put that in every time.
Sounds awesome. Yeah, no, I'd love to see it. I like that you went to the sitting pose. Definitely, it's going to be more stable.
This part's going to fall off, I imagine, later on. Oh boy!
But still, cool. Well, I mean, paper clay is supposed to also hold an edge when you cut it, though, too, or is it?
It's air dried clay. It's in air dry. It's like really cheap air dried clay.
I wonder if you can cut it, like with a, like carve it or sand it. It probably is sandable.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
All right, so if I take all this, hang on.
Wait, why am I doing your hair right now? Far out. Why am I doing that? Okay, I'll ignore that for now.
All right, what do I need to do? Animation assist. Okay.
Animation assist, I think you can make it a foreground, like a background foreground. You can select one layer for that.
Yep, I think that's what I'm going to do. In fact, fuck, I screwed this up already. I think I have to make my that's all got to be the background layer. So
if you see, I made a video on Ethan Becker once, and I'm practicing using animation in Procreate in that video. You can see my work in progress.
I want to do it.
Only I made like the background in the last stage. I made the background.
So I will do that for certain cuts. Like this is going to be a quick cut. Like in the so by storyboarding out the whole thing, it's going to start with the castle. There's going to be a light that turns on in the castle, a lightning strike. It's going to zoom in on the light, and then we're going to be inside the castle, and we're going to see the body under the sheet, and a hand pulling the lever, and then electricity traveling down this thing, and then it gets up. And then you hear a guy go, "It's alive! It's alive!" And then we show, the Adam Frankenstein character bursting his manacles and rampaging out. And that'll be the opening, and there'll be music and stuff. So it'll be like the Powerpuff Girls, kind of. I'm going to use this mid-century modern style, if I can figure it out.
Oh, this painting hard. All right.
Although that's not working out really well. What that? Oh, fudge.
Fudge.
Okay, I just realized parts of this will also have to be, there's a foreground and a background. This will have to be the foreground. That will have to be the background. So if we move this to here, I don't think that is anything. So I don't think that's anything.
A little bit.
Okay, so this has to go here. Then we turn on animation assist again.
I think I kept it on for the most of the time, unless I... Did you set it as background? Yeah.
Yeah, so this is going to be the background, and then add a frame. So what I want to do is I want to have a cloud that passes between the moon and the castle, like a.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it's going to be like that, and then add frame. Add frame. Whoops. Add frame.
Come on, here we go. Okay.
Okay. So there's the most basic animation right there. But I just got to slow it down.
Go.
Oh, shoot. Settings.
I'm going to try a third option. Whoops. Oh no. Silver, or gray. Yeah, the black. How does it look, silver? Let's see. Okay. Well, that might actually work with the gauntlet.
Okay, so here's what needs to happen here. Okay. I've already screwed up. The castle, I got them backwards somehow. This should be the background. It is the background. Oh, no. Part of it should be the foreground, though. Like the castle itself. So let's see if I take this. And I cut it out and add it to the foreground. Cut and paste. And then, okay. There's a part where it seems to reach backwards. Okay, there we go. There's my cloud. Now I just got to go back and I have to add rain coming down. So we're going to do that with this light blue color. What's the best way to do rain? I think it's probably like a...
Oh, I got a difficult part. Never mind.
Inking.
I just go plain blue ultramarine. Oh, no. I filled this one to the top, definitely. Oh my god. Yep. All right.
All right, settings. There we go. I'm definitely learning a lot, like how to set the like your onion skin frames and all that other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There's somebody, I can't remember who was into animation, or like they got like a degree in or went to art school for animation, but they never used it, and they were telling me about. It's like, I see what you're doing with your layers on your comic.
Mm-hmm.
Like that made sense to them,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because I draw everything in pencil or quote unquote pencil first, and then I go over it. And it's like, well, it's kind of like how we're supposed to do animation. All the Halloween stuff is at Walmart right now.
Some animations I do, like I figure out, I like discover some work well on the loop or the ping pong setting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. With some loops, I guess.
So one of the cool things about Filmora is it has like full sound effects. If you pay for the license, you can get a rain sound, for example, or whatever. Oh, the other thing that's kind of cool, the Procreate Dreams, it does dynamic cameras, so you could do a thing like in Blender, where you have a traveling mat, and it'll, you know, pan up, pan down. You say you draw a big painting, and you have it kind of, you know, kind of going up the whole thing. I'm gonna fake a traveling mat with the with Filmora by just having it do crop and zoom. I wonder if, well, I don't know if I can do that with crop and zoom. I don't think that'll move the camera. I might be able to. I don't know. I could do it with Camtasia of all things, but all right, let's play it. Okay. Everything looking good. I wonder how many seconds this takes. Settings. Well, I guess I could count them. If it's 4 per second, 1, 2, 3, 4, I've got 12. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. I could do one more. So let's take. Add a frame. Okay, so if it's 12 frames, 4 frames per second, this is 3 seconds. If I run it twice, it's 6 seconds. And so I should export this right now, and then I'll do the lightning strike.
Export it as a PNG or just
it's an animated GIF. Yep.
Animated GIF. Hope Filmora uses GIF.
I wonder if I could get it to.
Oh, it's bloody cracking.
3 seconds export. Actually, let's title it first. Opening sequence. All right, select
Fallopian. Phallic blue. Anyway. All right.
Yeah.
What's this? Titanium white.
It's my favorite for cover-ups.
Mm-hmm.
Good old titanium. Animated GIF. Export. Save to files. I'm going to create a new folder called My Animations. Save to files. No. iCloud Drive. Did it not work? I'll put it in this thing. Save. All right. Then I'm going to take this and duplicate it. Select. Duplicate. Not twice. Select. Delete. Oh, I could totally do a zoom and pan. All right, let's do this one first.
Black. Coffee. Where are we? Black. Okay, carbon black. Neat. Oh god, the gloss has gone into the middle. I'll just fix that. Easy. Maybe clean it off in a minute too. I wonder if that'll... 1 second. 1 second. Let's see.
Okay.
God. What's the camera? Oh. Difference a few degrees will make a few inches. No one's chat yet, that's cool. Alright. Where'd the carbon black go? Ah. Mm-hmm. Alright, where are my paintbrushes?
Okay, there's my lightning strike. It's too slow.
Yeah.
How do I make this faster? I can make it go faster by going to...
Make it like 2 frames? 2, maximum 3 frames, probably, for lightning, right? If it's...
I could probably get it to... Hang on.
I think it'll kind of have a bounce where it'll go a little bit once it hits. It hits and then it goes out a bit, extends a bit out.
It does like a. I don't know if you can see it. It does like a little sploosh, like a little zap. It's only going to hit once. Like we're only going to see the sequence go
Hit once.
Zot once, and it'll fade right into the other thing.
Yeah, it won't take as much though. What if that's
Lightning
okay?
strike.
And maybe a bit bigger too. Maybe a bit bigger. It was like quick and then wow. I don't know.
Oh yeah, and it should do like the negative thing that I wanted it to do too.
What black is this?
Which I didn't figure that out yet. Hang on. You're right.
How does that look? More whitey white. White to black. Probably know more from painting miniatures about how to paint the sculptures, right?
Well, I know
Darren.
dry brushing and the speed painting methods pretty well.
Speed painting, yeah.
Yes. Speed painting. It's a time-honored thing. In fact, it's actually kind of even bigger now than it's ever been. Slap chop is what it's often described as.
Is that just time-lapse speed painting miniatures?
No, it's not time-lapse. It's just in fact, there's even contest for it. Like, you'll get timed. You'll get a miniature and they time you and you have to finish the miniature in a certain time.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Does it actually gets darker as it dries, this paint?
But slap chop is like, so you paint the whole thing black. The whole thing is black or off black. Then you dry brush with an off white, like an ecru or a warm gray or something.
Okay.
And that's the light source. Well, you choose the light source first. You dry brush it, so it's
that's cool.
So it's and then you paint your colors in, and the colors over black will be darker, and then the colors over the off-white part will be lighter. So, for example, if you were to do this on Debbie's boobs, for example, there, let's say the light is right in front of her.
Yep.
We would have. You know how to dry brush? It's like you have your brush.
Lost.
You need a bigger, you just need kind of a trashy brush, really, like a really trashy brush with a lot of old bristles, and
yep.
You have some paint on the bristles, but there's no water, and and it just gets like this kind of
the speckled
airbrushed look. Yeah, the speckled airbrush look. But but because it's got a little bit of moisture in there from the paint, it comes off as sort of this gray speckled, like an airbrush quality to it. It has a nice gradient of gray or off-white. You want a light, like a cool gray or a warm gray. And then as you paint over that, you use kind of a transparent layer. And over the lighter parts, of course, it's lighter as if there's light there. And as over the darker parts, it'll obviously be dark. I don't know.
No, this arm is moving around a lot. Makes me worried a bit.
Okay. Select. Wait.
Concerns me a bit. It's moving a bit too much. A poking prod it.
Save to files.
I'll just wet the brush to get all the paint in the cracked areas. And a little bit. It's actually working pretty well. Okay. Only a little bit of water, not too much. I'm going to reactivate the clay. I don't think I could do that as well, but to be fair, it's fully set. But bits could fall off anytime. Okay, almost done with the arm.
I'm sure it's going to be pretty cool, though.
I looked up the polystyrene like resins things you can make molds with.
Yeah.
Is Basic here? Oh, Basic said he would be on the following week. Yeah, I don't see him. I don't
Is
see him
he
in
here?
chat. No, he's not yet. But didn't
I haven't seen him.
No.
How do you pronounce your name, Dintu? Dintu 2?
Is it Indian or what? I don't know. I'm just asking.
Dintu 2?
I sometimes get a lot of Indian viewers. That's what that's what my analytics sometimes say.
Yeah, I follow. It's kind of funny. I'm really into oil pastels lately, and there's basically there's like 2 or 3 oil pastel people in the U.S., but there's a lot of oil pastel people in Korea, and there's a certain amount in India as well. Didn't you too? Okay, awesome.
Dintu. Right.
Oh, okay. Wait. When the lightning strikes, we could actually hang on.
Stop wiggling so much, arm. God damn, you're making me nervous.
Did I mess this up already?
Nothing
Okay.
like paint sets in the cracks.
So here's what I have to do. As the light's coming down, as the lightning's about to strike, what if I do, like, I'll start to light up the dang it. How about that one right there?
Her like uniform is black. Her armor kind of stuff is off black, but her baton will be black, full black with a highlight.
Oh, it's not quite letting me, is it? Oh, I know what I gotta do. I've got to take my castle and bring it back to the background. So
I tried Baldur's Gate 3 last night. Played a bit of that.
pretty cool. I don't know if I have the computer strong enough to handle it. My son was telling me about it.
No, I kind of had to make an account for that, I guess. Bit like the Ubisoft thing. But I still enjoyed most of it. It is a mechanically dense kind of game. Kind of like there's so much you can do in one turn of combat for like one thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's not just getting into like the, like starting your character from the ground up. What do you like? What kind of stats you want, and all that stats and strength, wisdom, etc. I won, I think, at least a couple that like one from dice rolls where the character wasn't like like good at that particular trait. But because I got a dwarf woman who's got better and like I chose the basic like dwarf kind of character, but yeah, I not as good as persuasion. I think I need to use the other characters who are probably better at that, like the cleric I rescued. I was a bit like puzzle. I had to like get her out like by putting something in a console, and the console said that when I looked at the console, there was like apparently a lead like a space in between to put something. It didn't look like to me. It looked like a bunch of tentacles and like soft tissue, but that's the game's description. I like the narration though when you're like doing like skill checks and all, like and your how she describes your actions. I like just vivid descriptions of what's happening. Feels a bit like, a classic D&D game.
Yeah.
Definitely nailed that in the department. This is like a long-awaited game, I've heard. And it's doing pretty well. I wonder if it'll be Game of the Year. We'll see.
Probably.
But then there's Tears of the Kingdom too, as well. Not Starfield, definitely not Starfield. Not by a long shot. No way.
Okay, so here's my the light. As the lightning strikes, it lights up the castle a little bit.
Lightning strikes.
Do you see all the lights on the other towers, though?
Cool. I pronounce it right. Wait. What do I pronounce right? Oh, really? Yeah, cool. But you've also... Funny thing is you wrote right wrong. That's so funny thing about it.
You pronounce it like Orville Wright from the Wright brothers would pronounce it.
Yeah, like, or just writing like that. That's the funny thing about the comment. But otherwise, that's okay. I think it's kind of... Oh, I don't know about the lightning. Like...
So here's what it looks like. Here, check this out.
I don't feel like it'll... It would just crawl down like that. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. It's gonna. We'll see.
It's like
it's an experiment.
I think it would take like at least 2 frames tops. It would be, or like 3.
I know. And here I've put it in. I basically got 6 or 7.
That's okay. I don't know if realism is your like goal. That's all I'm.
Not really. It's actually not. I want to be my real goal is sort of the mid-century modern Gerald McBoing Boing. Do you know? Have you ever seen Gerald McBoing Boing? There's this old 50s cartoon. Gerald McBoing Boing.
It's not a name I've heard in long.
He never learned to speak
forever.
Except he when he eventually starts talking, he makes like this boing boing sound, like the doing 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 doing, like that sound. And his parents sent him to school. Gerald McBoing Boing. But anyways, the style of animation. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say he has autism. Oh, that was like, I think that's when they tried to diagnose me with autism when I was 4. I think it was, he has strange speech patterns. He's obviously autistic or something.
This makes perfect sense.
It's so weird. I don't know. Back in 1990s.
They want everybody to be autistic.
They did?
I don't know.
Want to buy their drugs. Want to buy their medications. They didn't put me on their medications for that.
It is a big draw.
Mm-hmm.
Probably lucky your mom was a doctor. She probably put a stop to that.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. All right, let me re-export this. I think I got this better.
I think some of that kind of rubbed off on her parenting too. Like she would she takes me to podiatrist. I wonder how many people actually would do that, like for on a routine basis, like take you to because she knows my feet were a bit off, like like my foot gait is, my like stepping gait is a bit off. She would. Plus, we kind of went to Bangkok one time in Thailand, and like it was very that caused like my toes to gain fungus, which I haven't recovered from. Only on one toe, but not the other. My other toe hasn't recovered since this day from that.
Well, I'm never going to Thailand now. So I'm glad
wear sandals, I guess. Wear sandals most of the time. Well, again, I don't know. I went to Phuket, which was it's kind of like a small beach resort thing.
Yeah.
I think the street one is clean, probably there. To be fair. What's an interesting country?
My animations went away. Let's try it again.
I read an interesting book while I was there. but it was like so long ago. I like Peter.
All right, now I have to figure out how to get both of these animations.
Sometimes the street art will look amazing, like when I will look on actual like paint vendors paint like selling their original paintings. They'd like paint immaculate like looking representational like paintings, and mostly we would get to get like cheap DVDs, kind of that were
What
just
year was that?
very. Oh, I don't know. Remember, it was early 2000. I feel like it
Early
was
2000s.
2010s or something. Very formative years for me.
Yeah. I
Mhm.
mean, not totally long ago, but a while back.
I went to Japan first, I think. Before then.
Sounds awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'd like. Well, I don't know. It's one of those things. I've watched some videos about Japan. I saw this whole documentary series, and it seemed interesting, and everything's nice and well ordered. Which
Oh, I
is
wouldn't like to live there if that's the thing.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd like to live there though.
I want to go to the gardens, the Zen gardens, and the like in Kyoto, in Akihabara. I went to Akihabara. It's a pretty cool place. Like they sell cutting edge technology there. Pretty cool. I lived on a Obihiro like with an exchange student, like as an exchange student there. This
Uh-huh.
guy was the guy I was staying to was going to university, so in the day I wouldn't have much contact with him. But we all meet up together, the other exchange students, and go to the school and like meet the students at the high school. That was kind of cool. And did weird night activities with like firework involving fireworks. Really cool
That
parts of
sounds
the
pretty
country.
fun. Yeah, that
Mhm.
sounds really fun actually.
Mhm.
All right, let's put in. I'm gonna do it. This is where I'll put my animations. My animations. Save. Opening sequence. And strike. All right, hang on. I'm gonna
Minus points for realism.
switch my POV here in a second. All right, present. Share screen. All right, I'm going to import some media files. I created this thing called My Animations.
Do you have a Windows PC and like with iPad? Like, I know iPad's Apple, but like Windows PC is different.
I
How
just
do you
have. What's that? Sorry.
do you say shit? Oh, I thought you were gonna airdrop your thing. 'Cause I thought,
I
how
don't.
did you do
Yeah,
that?
unfortunately,
No,
I don't have that.
it's a bit tricky to be fair.
Let's see. I wanted to go for 12 seconds.
How'd you upload it?
I emailed it to myself from my iPad.
Nice. I should do
All right,
that.
here we go. So here's the full sequence so far.
And did it come in a zip file or just attachment?
Just an attachment.
Oh yeah.
I mean the individual animations are all right. So that's 3 times, and then crash. There's the thing. Okay, so let's do like transition from dark.
Titanium white.
So it goes like this. Nope.
What would Jake have to say about the sculpting? He was here.
And then how about a filter?
Keep it off white, black.
Oh, you know what I think I should do is put a, or I could do a light leak effect.
Mm-hmm.
That's too much. Let's remove that. Silent film. That might work.
Too dark, actually. These boots, in my opinion.
Okay. How's this look?
Ooh, is that a vignette? That's a vignette, right? You
Yeah,
got it
and
on?
then bam.
Nice. Love it.
All right, I gotta move the I gotta move my clouds completely off screen. That'll be the end of the sequence. Okay, so I got 14 seconds. Now let's see if I can find that music that I did today with the AI music. Media. Import.
How many people look at your shorts on YouTube? Do you think?
That's a good question. Not many. I get around 120, 150, depending on what it is. Sometimes I get like way less, like 25.
Yeah.
You know?
I sometimes get like out of selection, get like sometimes get 1,000. Very select number. Most of them don't go below, don't go above 50. Most of them don't.
I'm gonna play some music. Just let me know if you could hear it or not hear it. This is gonna go along with my animation.
Mm-hmm. I think I can hear the on another channel, but it's not.
Okay,
No, I
cool.
can't quite
That's
hear
fine.
it.
Well, that's
But
good because it's not disruptive that way.
That's good. I thought you meant
Let's see
like
if I
weird
can.
music.
We'll see if I
That's
can
okay.
time the thunder
Mhm.
sound effect to the
You
lightning.
kind of maybe you turn down your desktop volume or something.
Oh, I probably did. But that's a hold on. Let's see. Thunder or lightning.
It's looking so good so far. So good. Excusez-moi.
I like that. Okay.
Am I supposed to hear it or just you?
No, I was hoping it wasn't too like disruptive or anything.
No, not at all. I just ask. Well,
Okay, let's try and
ways to make. I think. Oh, there's like little
okay.
bits that are.
All right, here's the full sequence so far.
Mm-hmm. If you're not gray, then you ain't black.
That's right.
Do you? What about with the sound effect?
So I got the sound effect timed. You can't hear it right now, but it's got a when the lightning strikes, it's timed right on there because I can see the timeline.
Yeah.
So this is the time. This is the lightning strike down here. I don't know if you can see it right down here.
Mm-hmm.
And then this right here is the lightning sequence. So I have the beginning here, but then I have it fading, like it strikes and fades away.
Oh, I see. You have like multiple different lightning effects, but you pay for some.
Right. Well, this one. So this is the music soundtrack I did on the AI music site, and it's just like some creepy music. It's like dun 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 dun, dun and then crack. You know, it hits with the lightning. I want to keep the whole clip's going to be under a minute long, so I can make it a short. That's the whole point. Like
Easy
this is
enough.
pure manipulation on my part.
It's okay. Make it a short.
Yeah.
It's going to fit in too because the castle will fit right in the middle. That's good. That's a good idea.
Yeah, hopefully. That's what sucks about shorts is I can't seem to predict them very well.
Mostly played on mobile.
All right, so now I want to do a sequence where a light turns on in the castle. and we zoom in on the tower, that area. So I'm going to take the original. Let's take the original. Select. All right, let me turn this back off. Hang on. Stops your screen sharing. All right, I'm going to take this one. Hold on. This one and duplicate it again. And we're going to call this one Tower Zoom. Kind of surprises me that it doesn't take that long to do this animation. I was always like daunted by, oh, it's going to take weeks to get 4 seconds of animation. That's why you shouldn't get an animation. It's going to take
the meme.
Yeah, it's going to take 3 months to get a 1 minute animation. And no, it's true. I've only got 14.
Like if you're doing a film, probably, but
I have 16 seconds so far. And it's only taken me an hour. 16 seconds in an hour. Okay, so we're gonna take this animation.
I heard I heard on the Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio took like probably a month to do like 45 seconds or something.
Yeah, because they're doing like full renders and all this other stuff.
Yeah,
it's kind of funny. The when Tezuka started the first animation studio, the anime studio in Japan, to do Astro Boy, like the team that was doing the animation was faster than the manga artist because the way they figured out how to optimize everything, where they do like a keyframe and they'd zoom in on it, or so they were always waiting for the artists to finish finish the manga so that they could animate it, but they were way ahead of him. Or at least that's what I heard.
I picture Japanese animation being very proficient. So yeah, probably more efficient than manga. I don't know.
I would think. Let's see.
Yeah.
We want to turn on our animation assist. There it is. Okay, add a frame.
Animation.
This frame, the background. This frame. Add another frame. Add another frame. On the fourth frame, we turn the light on.
Another one.
The light will be in this part of the castle. Oops.
The light will guide you.
Yes. Where is it? Gouache shader? No. I want a lighter.
Paint over. That's that done.
Add a frame. 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 And add a frame. Okay. All right, now we take the settings. We'll reduce it down to. Hey, stop it. 4. Pause. Okay.
I like that. Like you got that. I was like in the art critique. I was like, you got what I said, and the next person's like, nah, that's a lot. And then I added.
It's so obvious to me that was a flashback sequence. I'd have to do those all the time.
And I was like, doesn't matter. I had context. Here's context.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, especially with you can't do a flashback without having some voiceover, that explains. This reminds me of the time. Any anime has that scene where they start to think back to the. A memory, or they're making an analogy. This reminds me of the time Kagamushi.
1 out of 2. That's good enough.
1
or 2. That's good enough for me. All right. Oh, there's like bits that are like crumbled. I'll try to push it around maybe. Okay, be careful. Oh, they kind of stuck. It's like bits under the foot. Did I move them? Oh well.
So this is the light. Oh, I should continue with the rain here. Let's finish the rain as well.
So Prometheus he's going to be like in the Weird Al canon, you think? With the Prometheus powers.
As far as the does Prometheus follow the mythological canon? Is what you're asking? Of like
no, Prometheus powers your story. Is that going to be in Arcana?
Yeah, definitely.
Cool.
That is the one, and because it is a magic story. So basically, it's going to be a showdown between Prometheus and Stardust, the super wizard.
Oh yeah.
Which is the
space wizard.
The space wizard.
Mm-hmm.
I've always thought he was called the space wizard too, but sometimes he's called the super wizard.
Mm-hmm.
I love Stardust though. And there's going to be a showdown. I don't know how it's going to work out. Where something unexpected will happen to save the day, but I don't even know what it is yet. Like a lot of times I don't have it really planned yet. I've got to like think what would be the great twist on this.
I wonder if I should sketch some character designs to get up with the story. Oh, I like to contribute something because I'd like to.
That would be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
If you could.
Get ideas.
But it's kind of funny because,
mm-hmm.
We went through a period where like nobody was contributing anything, which is fine too. Like I don't want to pressure anyone because if they don't want to, they don't want to. It's totally cool. And and at the end, Marsh came through with something. Bishop finished something. That's cool. All it's good.
That's awesome.
Now we're all hung up on the cover.
All right. It'll come out.
Hopefully Shell will get it done. I'm sure she'll get through it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So this is just the light turning on, and then the next sequence will be the zoom. Because I just figured out how to do the zoom, and it's
Get in there, little brush. Get in there.
All right, perfect. All right. Take this thing. The zoom I have to do, I'm going to have to do panel by panel. I'm going to just have to like continuously like zoom in my thing and screenshot it, just get bigger and bigger until we zoom in on the thing. But with Procreate Dreams, you'll actually have a virtual camera that you can say, okay, I want to zoom in on this. Click on it and it'll just, it'll do the bit.
You could zoom in and out in your tracks, like look at each one or look at the whole thing with a pinch.
Yeah, so you can.
I thought that was
so
neat.
This one you see the light kind of turning on, and
I
then
hope it's compatible. I hope it's compatible with iPad Air.
Oh, it totally will be. Well,
yeah.
It's got to be. I would hope.
Yeah, I have like pro features kind of in that. It's sort of Well,
so there's also it actually is also right now better than Procreate for animation is Adobe Fresco, which is free, 100% free.
There's also a rough animator.
Well, I haven't tried that one yet. I watched a lot on Adobe Fresco, and I was really considering it because there's a guy that I really like that's doing kind of little animations, and he just swears by it. But the cool thing that I saw him doing is he took each layer and animated them separately, and he can also you can animate on automatic, so you can say like, okay, I just want this little ghost that I drew. I want him to kind of follow a wavy line across the screen, and he just set wavy line left, and the thing just went like and he goes, and I want this ghost to go want him to bounce toward the left. He clicks that and he clicks bounce animation and it automatically does it. He doesn't have to do any pathing or frames. He just kind of selected a couple of things and it worked just fine.
Yeah, I haven't checked it out. Yes.
All right, so here we go. I'm going to take this and export it.
Mm.
But wait, I don't need to export it yet. I want to select this. No, I want to crud. All right, I'm going to select this and duplicate it.
Make up your
There we go.
mind.
And then, hang on. That's not the tower zoom. This is the window open.
Say you will, say you won't.
Or window light. And then this will be the tower zoom. Okay.
Oh, yes. Okay.
So let's
see. Yeah, cooking with gas right now.
Yes.
Cooking with propane.
Propane and propane accessories.
I'll tell you what. Oh.
I'll tell you what. I worked with a guy for a while that sounded to me just like Boomhauer. He was Boomhauer, yeah.
Yeah.
On the we had this like computer help center kind of help desk kind of thing, and it'd be like mail doggone daggone IP alarm going off, and you're like, what is he saying? What is that guy trying to tell me?
Yeah, I think Mike Judge. Mike Judge came up with Boomhauer when he had like a call from a fan that was very fan of Beavis and Butthead at the time. I think he was very he was indiscernible what he was saying like a lot of time, and he had that probably from Arlington, Texas.
Yeah.
And so he kind of created them based on that interaction. So cool. I know a person who kind of sounds like he has like a thick kind of Ugandan accent, kind of. And I guess they'd known the managers a while. Sometimes when they're talking over the phone, he wonders if they're fucking with him. when he's like speaking a bunch of incomprehensible, like thick accented words, but like he's a cool guy though. But yeah, he is clearly like he has a thick like sort of Ugandan accent most of the time. And sometimes he puts it on to fuck with a manager if he's on the phone. From what I heard. Which is kind of great trolling, to be honest.
If like you could like so you could like it is good trolling.
Yeah.
Like there was somebody I knew at work who would just pretend to have a really thick accent. But they never had an accent actually.
Mm-hmm.
But just to somebody who would only come in occasionally. And then they'd leave and everybody would kind of laugh at it. So it's one of those things. I can help you today.
Mm-hmm. Very
all right, here we go.
Personality too.
Okay. Now I got to take these two frames. Hold on, this frame right here. Turn the background off. And pause.
Meal has interesting characters in the kitchen environment. Sometimes I learn from people who work at my place but haven't worked as long as I have there. Like they start out training and I'm there like watching them like understand everything, what to do, and get into a routine. But and they teach me things I don't, like how to spend my time better. Like for one, when I'm there, because I know it can get pretty boring at times. Oh, it's pretty like low activity mostly.
Yeah. I was kind of surprised to see all the people talking about their jobs on the Gilded. I wasn't aware what everyone's job was.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I knew yours was. I knew you worked the mess.
Mm-hmm.
I had a frame.
Was the mess always as Was it kind of like fine dining or just a regular, like, like more military oriented? Because
like what I'm familiar with, you mean?
yeah, like is it
Mine
more
was
so?
No, the one that I went to was always it was called the Chow Hall. It wasn't called the
Yeah,
it was pretty but we didn't have it's kind of like where you are. We didn't have the military folks actually working in the Chow Hall. We had these ladies. So usually it was
like it's a regular cafe or fine dining kind of place, but not fine dining, but like you go to a point, grab something, like put your ticket in, like give them your receipt, whatever, pay for one meal, pick from a selection of food and bain maries, that sort of thing. That's what I like normally do.
Okay. Oh, I've already seen where I've screwed this up. Okay, so let's.
But it's called a mess hall most of the time.
Okay. There we go. And this is what I should have been doing. Copy canvas.
Bloody
Paste.
hell. This is not the best result,
Copy
but that's what we'll have to do.
Paste.
Oh, come on. Fill in those blanks. Fill in those cracks.
Copy canvas. Paste. Okay.
Little bits in little see behind her arm is very difficult actually. I don't know if you can see it. There's like little white space in there. Like right here. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to do my best.
I've already screwed this up. Let's see, delete.
All right. So difficult. So difficult. It's like the hard part.
All right.
I have not done a pigtails. That's next on my list.
Copy canvas. Add frame. Your sound went out.
No, I muted.
Oh, okay, well, that makes sense.
Someone's talking to me.
Here.
Not in this case.
Here? Nope.
Fuck me, my wife's in that. We close our eyes. Barely they. Fuck, I didn't do the back of it. Oh my god, why there's so many places. Oh, there's so many places that are just uncoated. Cracks need to be filled, and bits. This part of the vest was supposed to be more. I think part of her, nah. It's actually a bit more over to the right side, her like head. Like in the vest design, the head would be more in the center. But hey. Clay just does what it wants sometimes.
That's true.
It don't give a shit. Let's see.
I screwed this up. I don't know how to.
It knows
some kind of registration mark that'll help me line this stuff up.
In true definitely Star Spirit, I would do this sculpture in zero gravity. I'd probably make this, sculpture in zero gravity and have none of these issues. That's impossible right now. I wonder if I should just leave these areas white that I can't reach. Oh no. It's on my face now. No.
Copy canvas. Add frame. Paste. I want to have some bats like flying out too, or flying past the moon.
Daring now, are we?
Yes. Canvas, add frame, paste. Copy canvas, add frame, paste.
Oh wait, what's this? Hold on. No. Oh no, that's
Copy canvas, add frame, paste.
Oh, Dave works video games. Nice. That sounds cool. Well, depends what you
What's
do,
going
I
on?
guess. Dave works in video games.
Dave Hingley?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he kind of mentioned something about that, and he's also got like a background in animation as well.
Hmm.
All right. Whoops. So there's my zoom. All right, so I still got to make rain coming down. So let's go back to the first one and make some rain. Make it rain.
Why is there a space?
Settings. Well, for a first animation, I don't feel too bad. You gotta start somewhere.
Alright, I'm gonna paint this baton so it's out of my system. You should put some music on.
Oh, that would be a good idea. Hang on. What a good idea.
Mm.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Turn it down. All right.
Oh no, I've got dust on it. Oh fix that. It's got the.
Deb's got put together. She's like starting to come together as far as the colors go.
Thanks.
Actually, I think I need to just do this scene over and over again. Hang on, copy.
I like that I mentioned like
Paste.
doing clay in a Discord, and then I get like ghost movie memes. Like, yeah, with Patrick
That was kind of
Swayze.
funny.
It's alright movie too. Though Patrick Swayze did die though recently. Like 2012. Base? He died? That's based. Is this story based?
No, I was saying paste. I was pasting something. Sorry. I apologize. Right. I like old Patrick Swayze. I loved him in I don't know if you saw him in Donnie Darko.
Was he in that? Donnie Darko?
Wasn't he like the motivational speaker Christian?
Wow, it's been a long time since I've seen that movie.
That turned out to actually be like he was like a pedo or something.
I remember the Tears for Fears cover by
Oh, the Tears for Fears cover is great. Yeah.
Yeah.
By whoever that guy was. It was just a kind of an indie rock singer-songwriter guy.
Is that like
kind of guy?
Is that like a horror movie or just more supernatural thriller kind of thing? Because there are like
there was horror elements, but there were sci-fi elements. It was really just kind of a mind bender movie. I really liked it.
I'll have to see it again.
There's like a whole wiki about it that explains the tubes, you know, that he would see when he suddenly became aware of able to see time and stuff. Okay.
Oh my god, can I save this? Yes. Yes, I can.
All right.
Oh my god.
Tower zoom is go, and then I need to make another one.
You know, some memes have that like long text, long paragraphs of text.
Uh-huh.
This one is actually be funny. Probably posted in general. Da-da-da. Don't have to look at it.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, I'll check
You
it
might
out.
even need glasses.
Oh, you posted it in general. Hang on, let me find it.
General.
I'll be able to show it here in a second.
You don't have to. Have a laugh. That's it.
Oh, it's asking a koala point blank if they have chlamydia. I have to open the original.
That's all right.
Sorry, I can't let you in without a tie. Oh, pretty good. That's one I would share on the video, but it's the text is so small.
Yeah, don't
I
worry.
couldn't
Don't worry
do it.
about that.
However,
And that's
I think I can.
Normally, like if it's like a lot of text, it's like a lefty meme or something. That's the whole joke.
Yeah, that's right, because they always have like some kind of like really overlong explanation or something.
Yeah.
All right. hang
Oh,
on,
I really need to. I need to use the bathroom. I'll be back soon.
No problem. I'll share one of these screens. Hang on. Share screen. So this is the meme that Sideburn shared right here. It says by the caption's not on there, but it says asking a koala point blank if they have chlamydia. That was a bit that like Theo Vaughn had just gotten back from Australia, and he's like, yeah, they got koalas over there and everything, man. And he's like, oh, you better watch out for the koalas. They have chlamydia. It's just like a well-known thing. And he's like, hey, they better watch out for me. Anyway. Hang on. Let me stop screen sharing. I have the tower zoom set up, and then I want to be able to figure out how to zoom in, like actually go into the window and see the layout of the lab, so we'll like transition from outside to inside. I don't really have a good way to do that. I think I might just do it with a fade, like fade to black and then open up inside the lab. Might be the way to go. But let me go ahead and add my tower zoom to my animation here. So I'm going to take this one, share it. It's an animated GIF. And I'm going to export and save the image. No, I'm going to mail it to myself. There we go. I don't have AirDrop because I use a regular. I use an American laptop. A regular laptop. Actually, it's not an American laptop at all. It's a an Acer. No, what is it? Asus. Asus. It's a Sus laptop. I believe it's Korean. I don't know. Might be Taiwanese. I'll have to look up who does Asus. Okay. Come on, man. Come on, dog. I should get my animation here soon. I'm checking my email. Dog. Tower zoom, got it. Okay. So then I'm going to. I gotta wait till it downloads. Here it is right here. Okay. Download. I said. There it is. Tower zoom. Okay. All right, I'm going to share my screen once again. Present. Share screen. Share screen. Window. All right, over here, this is my my film editing program, and I've got media here. I want to add the tower zoom that I just made, which I think I stuck over here and oh shucks, I forgot where I put it. Awesome. Public. Did I put it in my animations? I did. Okay. Tower zoom. Okay, so here's the rest of that sequence, kind of starting from the middle. Nice. Looking good. Okay, so now I just need to do a scene. I want to do some bats flying out, maybe. Here's the whole thing.
Eat on your own time.
That's the whole thing. 19 seconds. 19 seconds of magic. Okay.
Post it. Hit post.
Hit post. Press the eject and give me the tape. I'm going to stop the screen. All right, so now all I got to do.
Wait, does Filmora like post to YouTube? Like, can you do that from the software itself?
Yeah, it does. It has an export directly to YouTube function.
Yeah.
But I don't normally use it. It's
I like
okay
to have
though.
a saved file. I'd like to finish file copy on me. You know.
Let's see, stack them up. I used to use it like the first year I had it. I pretty much exclusively used the export directly to YouTube. But I had so many where I'd have to, oh, I made a mistake there. Let me go fix it. Then I have to pull it back down. But now I'm so used to it. I've literally posted every day for almost a year, maybe over a year. I think I might have beat a year. and I've learned quite a bit during that time. And I've become very lazy. Like I don't edit videos at all. I boost the sound, and I throw a title on there, and I hit upload, and it goes, and that's it. But this animation will be different, I promise. Okay.
God, this statue looks so
Okay.
cool.
If we make this the background, we can do that. Where's the animation assist?
I saw like a crack cut machine advertised at the shops once, and looks really cool. I just don't know what I could use it for.
I know what I would use a cry cut machine for, and I can't really afford it for what it is. Like, it doesn't make sense for me. This is what I would do with it. My little cutout creatures that I've been making. I made a couple more.
Oh, like the what's it called?
The automata.
Automata, yeah.
Yeah. They're all done. They're cut out by hand, right? So they're. Look at this one. Here's my little dancer. Hold on. That's the owl, but she's kind of sexy. She's like.
Yep. Man, it's so cool. Actually.
She kind of moves her legs a little bit independently, but and I did one more, but I did this frog. He doesn't have any motion, but I like the idea of these cutouts. I think that's kind of fun, and I did him with gel crayon, I guess. This one might be fun to do. So if I could draw a thing on watercolor paper or some kind of different media, scan it and then run it through the cry cut, so it'll do the cutting for me, so I don't have to do the cut it out with scissors. That would be cool. Unfortunately,
I read the pop-up book like a while ago, and he's actually like using for some of them he uses a protractor, and I don't often use like protractor, and I think I have one. Gosh, I wish I found it. I wish I'd find it somewhere.
Yeah, there's like some of the ones that he does, and actually, if you go to the YouTube channel, he does even more walkthroughs.
Yeah,
like you actually have to know the angle of the thing so to make it fold correctly. But most of he's not particularly an engineer; he's an artist. So everything he does, he's like, don't worry about measuring it too much. like if you watch, did you watch any of the YouTube videos? He's really kind of cool.
Yeah, I did a bit of that in graphic design diploma, my graphic design diploma, where we make a pop-up book. But it's sort of a mixture of trial and error in like the making of it. There's a bit of theory, a bit of practice. You actually might have to like just get a hands-on like feel for how it's gonna bend and twist in the book.
So I was on. So I'm doing my Silver Ball book. I'm going to do it on Amazon KDP, and there's a walkthrough thing that you can actually create pop-up books in Amazon KDP. It has like, is your book a pop-up? I didn't investigate much further, but I think there might be a way to get them to build your pop-up for you. I was really curious about, what would you have to do that? Like, are there a couple of presets? Like, is there something I could download? And I mean, it sounds like it's cheating, but I would definitely cheat on that if I could. I mean, I understand the principles of pop-up now that I've made a couple.
Yeah.
All right, there's my settings. Let's make it back down to 4.
Let's do it.
Here's my rain. Okay, and then I need to make bats come out.
It doesn't really work. David looks like she has leprosy on her skin. Looks like a leper most of the time. That's so sorry, Deb. But do we have a brown color? That's brown earth or What color did Shell give Debbie her eyes? What did Shell give her eyes? Let's see. Let's go to my website. Sad that's yet to come. I'll look at the art section. Yeah, it's a bit of a brown here. That's fair enough. Is there a way to share my screen on your thing, on your stream?
There should be. Or
Present.
Let me check.
Oh, wait. Share screen?
Yeah.
I've got it. Hold on, let me see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Click present, share screen, and you can share whatever you like.
I'm looking for my. There we go. This is Wait, I think this one. I have a screen.
Let me know when you get it up.
Yeah, it's in backstage, I think.
Oh, there it is. Okay, hang on. Let me debut it there.
Oh, this was Shell's. This is on my website, and it's a bit of Shell.
Hey, she got the hair right.
Yeah, I think
it's
most of
the
them.
color right, anyways.
Well, it's not as like spaced out as she put it, but she got the eyes mostly right. But not the. That's mostly the star is embedded kind of into the vest. The star, that's when it would be on here, because you kind of put it a bit above, like the cap part. Flap is sort of covering that, but that's okay.
Fair enough.
I like this, how she came up with that, and I got some others here. Evans is awesome as well. I like all the smoke cloud.
Never below a star.
Brown hair. Yeah, like I said, brown hair is like, you can get that mixed up. Oh, this is another character I did for Chad Chihuahua. This was Jake's.
Yeah, I remember Chad Chihuahua.
Yeah. I tell you what, the guy who did this, he did a good job with I should post more things to it. That's like a good tip, like get more people to the website and all that. But for now, I haven't put the sculpture up on the website. Or maybe not. I don't know. Not too proud.
All right, hang on.
I'm not too proud of it. Okay.
All right. All right, I got to add more rain here. Pause.
I like that actually. Here's the beige stuff. Oh, and I can make your eyes glossy. That's a good idea. I can make your eyes glossy. So I use like a gloss medium. That's why I like cheeks a bit glossy. That's what that is.
Okay.
Do a bit of rhinoplasty here.
Make it tiny. Okay. This is going to be my second thing. So I got to take this. So where does it end here? After this sequence, we have to fade. So where am I? I'm lost. Okay, no, I got to take the last sequence here. Add frame. Add at least 4 more frames. And each of those frames will just have rain. Frames of rain.
That's all right.
I could even do another lightning strike, but off in the distance, and it just lights up the shadow, so you don't really see the lightning strike.
Mm-hmm.
How do you like my bat? And it's going to fade out on that. Maybe I could add 4 more sequences of rain. Add frame, add frame, add frame.
But no.
And then all right, so this will be the first part of the sequence, and then the second part, it'll be inside like the Frankenstein's lab where he's got the body under the sheet. No, actually, it's going to have like all the body parts laid out on this table, like a skull and a brain and a jar and some eyes. And it's just this shadow will be going over it, like the shadow of the guy with the scalpels in both hands or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then that fades out, and then you see the lightning hit this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, the body raises up on the table. I don't know if I can get this all done in a minute, but it'll be a good... Let's see. This is bats. So here's bats. Let's see if I can play it one more time. Play.
Nice.
Okay, pause.
I like the texture on the castle.
Yeah, it's a kind of a cool trick. This is a mid-century
Oh my God.
modern technique. It's just scattered gouache over like this masked layer, and it makes this, you know, kind of cool looking texture. All right, so what do I do? Text here. You take it, you export as an animated GIF. Export. Send it in the mail to myself.
Hey, it all comes together now. It's all coming together.
I'd like to thank myself for this accomplishment. Okay. Oh, I screwed it up. But anyways, yeah, this one's got more frames than the other one. This one's got like 20 frames.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, and I broke it. All right, here we go.
This gold works
There you
well with this backdrop.
But I think it would be so cool to do, like, once like Procreate Dreams comes out and everyone starts making animations, and it's so easy to do. Like, in 2 hours you can have a minute or two of animation. To do like a little show where it's just animation showcase where everyone comes on and shows their
Dude,
thing.
yeah.
And it would be like, just like a little cartoon show. Maybe we just take a bunch of them, string them together, and because it doesn't take that long, and I'm doing it the old-fashioned way compared to what Procreate Dreams can do. All right, so
you're doing it version 1 of the animation features.
Yeah. Oh, it's already here, so there goes bats.
I had the star on. I add the star onto a hat. Might see the little gold glint.
Let me check it out. Oh, yes, nice.
Always have a camera on manual. Pro tip.
Whoops.
Let's see.
Cool. That is awesome.
Thanks.
It has kind of that is cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Did you do any sculpture when you did art school?
Yeah, like we have the introductory year for like first years, and we did some sculpture exercises. We made a whole mask and like made our own version of a skull out of whatever. There was a performance art exercise we had to do. I remember I taking a photo of
Oh,
that.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
So what did you have to do? Like performance art? Do you have to like wear do like a dance or something? Like what you had to do?
Do have to dance? Well, I don't know. Well, I think it's. I don't think I remember I have to write anything about it. I think you have to do something for like 5 minutes. It wasn't always dance. It was sort of like. I guess it's more broader than just dancing or like
right
stuff like that. I like imagine mine. I'm gonna paint a picture of performance art, but like my version was I poured popcorn all over myself, like just on my head. I actually might have a picture of that, but I poured popcorn all over my head and I threw hot dogs at like a picture of the Earth on a dartboard, that kind of thing, over like the theme to like Inception.
That's hilarious.
That's my version of it. That was my version of art.
That's hilarious. It's kind of funny because I don't really believe in performance art, but I've when I was doing I did 8-bit music for a while, and I did kind of electronic music for a while. Mm-hmm. And there would always be some kind of performance art thing. Like one time it was this lady and she dressed up like a pig and like had a pig mask and stuff. And she was standing in front of this projector and she had this weird music going. And then one time it was this dude and he spread like peanut butter on himself. And then he took like a knife and he like scraped the peanut butter off and made sandwiches. And then he was passing the sandwiches out.
God. There's
oh my God, that was funny.
There's
I mean, you had to laugh.
Famous performance artist I'm thinking about. I can't quite remember her name. I know she's like they're all a bit cuckoo in a little sense, but also I don't eat as much on stream. That's just saying. But
sorry.
Yeah. Let's see.
Pretty cool.
What was it? Famous contemporary, was it? Performance? Oh, there's someone who just there was this woman who in a red dress. There was one woman in a red dress would sit down and let the public come to her and just sit and stare at her. Vibes Klein. Oh, Vibes Klein invented Klein Blue or something. But I'm looking at a list of them. God, Yoko Ono. That's not a good example. But the other one I mentioned was she also let a group of people come in and cut pieces of her clothing off.
Oh yeah, I
can't
read
believe
about
I'm
that
not-
one. And she almost got killed at one point. Like,
Oh yeah, they do let her do whatever they want. Well, maybe not everything, but there's probably some funny contracts to sign. But let's see. Penny
let me
Arcade.
show you
Who's that?
let me show you the ultimate that I think this is my favorite piece of performance art ever. All right, hang on. I'm going to present my screen here. This is called Calder Circus. Have you ever heard of this?
Calder Circus?
Yeah. Do you know what that is?
Oh no. Funnily enough, Count Dankula made a recent video about why contemporary art sucks. Why
So
modern
can you
art
see
sucks.
this?
Yeah, you
This
can
is
like
Calder.
full screen it. Try full screening
Oh.
it, maybe.
I wonder if could that be it?
No man, like in the well, it's okay. I can see it. Don't worry. It's awesome. That is what's he doing?
Okay, so this is Nigel Calder. He was a metal sculpture guy in the 1940s, and he has this thing called Calder Circus. It was 3 suitcases, and he opens up for the performance art. He opens up the suitcase and he builds the circus in front of you, and you get you sit in bleachers and you get popcorn and little noisemakers. And then he would perform their little toy sculptures, and they would she jumps over the string.
Oh wow!
And they all do things, and then he would and there's a lady in the back playing a record, and the record is like circus music, and it was all like perfectly timed to the music, and it's like a real circus, and like so many famous artists attended this circus that he would do, and. So
I've got the
another guy.
I've got the photo on hand, and I'll get it right back. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
All right, yeah, absolutely. Would love to see that. We're gonna play a little bit more of Calder's Circus. It's a delight. I love it. And he's just this old dude at this point. I mean, this is in the 60s. The circus, by the way, is at the Whitney Museum. So one of the videos for this, I don't think it's this one, but another one. See, now he's erecting the tightrope, and he didn't just put it up. Like part of it has to be erected as if it were
That's
real.
really cool.
Yeah, and he puts the circus ring out. I love this. He has an elephant, and then then he yells out like he's the ringmaster. He's like, "Introducing blah blah blah." You know, he did it all in French too. He was an American, but he spoke French. And
does he have an actual audience there just with watching him do this? Or
yeah,
okay.
I mean, this is one of the few filmed versions of the performance. It was usually not filmed. It was usually, and then they jump. He has them doing all these stuff. There's one part where there's an elephant that I remember. Let's see if I can find the elephant. Oh wait, there's this bit with the clown. The clown keeps taking clothes off, and he's got like an unlimited amount of clothes. Like the clothes just keep coming off. There's a kangaroo. Where's the elephant?
Yeah.
Oh, this is kind of cool. It's kind of weird because these guys have these little dicks, but they're the two.
You need to know the gender.
Yes.
The gender is important. Okay,
Yes, it's important.
It's how they hold up. It's how they hold up themselves. It's upper body strength.
Their superior sense of balance is completely built up in this. And let's see if there's a little.
I think they can both work out. It's like female acrobatics too.
All right, let me. There's the elephant. All right, I'll jump.
Oh wow!
Hang on. And the elephant blows. Yeah, he's blowing.
It's made of old socks.
Yeah, basically. But he's also known for doing I'll stop the screen. He's also known for doing these gigantic mobiles that were made of metal, and they were all mobile. They would move. They look like I don't know. You'll have to look up Calder metal sculpture. They're like big industrial sculptures. They're all over the world. Venezuela, China. Anyway,
I have the photo.
Share your screen?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you can share my screen.
Or you have to share it. Actually,
make it bigger. I think you can make mine bigger.
I can. Hang on. I could just focus. I could focus on you. Solo you, can I? Or can't I?
Yeah. Actually, this is all right. So this was me. This was some documentation of my performance art piece.
Oh yeah, there it is.
And you can see in the background.
That's the target with the Earth.
Yes. Yeah, our school was wild, bro.
I can imagine. What was the? And did they ask you like? They go, "What is the meaning of the? Why did you throw the hot dogs at the Earth?"
I
Or
think
just,
most people got the meaning, to be fair.
right. It was sort of like it's up to your interpretation, kind of, right?
Yeah, I think they hit the nail on the head, to be fair, with their interpretation.
That's awesome.
Mind blowing. That was really fun, actually.
Very cool.
Some of the best time, actually. I look back really fondly on it, even though the last year of that school was not that great. But yeah, I look very fondly back on it.
The only person I know in art school was very depressed at the end of it because he felt like he didn't learn anything.
Oh, I mean that's not close. That's not too close to my experience, but I went to a nightclub with some of my peers, my art school, other students. I went to it was back when dubstep was a thing, right? And they played that. I have some very cringe-worthy photos, and they're on this little white Nokia phone. Really, if I charged it back up when it had power, I could probably view those. But yeah.
Maybe you can email them to yourself or text them to your other number or something.
Text them.
It's hilarious.
Well, I don't have a SIM in that card anymore, so probably not.
Oh, maybe you can. Yeah, that would probably be it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe you can USB cable something. Nokia phone is too old. I don't know if it'll do it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
All right. So we're at past 8 o'clock. I'm gonna show my my little animation, like what I got done, and then that'll be it. Unless you have anything else you.
No, I have this sculpture. Otherwise, this is how far I've gotten onto the sculpture. I think it's mostly pretty done. I mean, there are some things. I'm gonna make some glazed medium over the eyes, and put some glazed medium over that, and then put highlights on this little baton.
Yeah, she's looking good.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
I haven't painted everything, of course.
Security. Very nice. I actually saw it on the back there.
Cool.
Very cool. Okay, hang on.
You can play your outro now.
All right. Well, I'm gonna play my full animation. Hang on. Where am I? Dang it! This is what I'm looking to do. Okay, here it goes.
The background, you zoom in? Did you zoom into that?
Yeah,
a pan zoom? Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
But I had to do it by hand. I had to actually take each screenshot and then just pinch and zoom bigger and bigger to get it to do the zoom.
Oh, fair enough.
Very annoying, but it's a temporary situation. The next half of the animation will be the interior scene of the Frankenstein's lab or something. Oh, I know what I got to do. I've got to transition a dissolve after that. What? Nice. Okay, fair enough. All right. Thank you so much for being on. Definitely, let me go to the comments here. And find, I gotta post the duckling star. Actually, I should post it on a banner. Which I can. Everybody check out Duckling Star, thecomicseries.com. I think you have some new pages already posted, by the way?
Yeah, a couple more.
Here we go. And show it. So check out https://ducklingstar.com. And there have been at least one new page posted since last week, I believe. And be on the lookout for let me show you what I'm working on real quick.
Do you know if there's an inking channel in the Gilded?
I did not know.
Share? Is there one?
Yes, there is one. There's one just for inking.
Ink share. Oh yeah. I think I'm looking for artist one. No.
So this one is going to be, I don't know if I'm going to go with this as my logo, but this is going to be Silver Ball, Auspicious Beginnings, coming out sometime in either late September or early October. The comic interior is once again all done. I'm going to have to do the cover myself. So it's going to have like a Star Wars parody on the back.
It's Ned Kelly.
Yeah. And then I'm going to do this thing on the front over here. I was thinking about doing this like in a fake wash or a pastel style or something. And I think that's all that's going on right now. So everybody definitely check those things out. Definitely check out Duckling Star. And let me get back to my brand here.
Featuring a favorite security guard. Okay, Debbie?
Yes. Exactly. All right. Talk to you later. Are you ready to go?
Thanks for having me on. Cheers.
Thank you for being here. Cheers. Awesome.
Thank you.
I don't know what the hell's in there, but it's weird and pissed off, whatever it is.